Okay, we finally got to one destination here. It's a beautiful town. Don't know what it is. It's in Germany. I'll put a graphic on the screen that says what town this is. And we got here at 2 o'clock in the morning. And of course we couldn't see these mountains. We couldn't see the green grass. We couldn't see the houses. And I came out the back door of the hotel room and my eyes lit up, and I wanted to take some video, and we're going to do some touring today and get organized, and but it's just beautiful. We're hoping it's clear skies ahead for us. We stayed at the Victoria Hotel. Another group stayed at another hotel probably 6 or 7 miles away from here, because it took us 10 or 15 minutes to get here from the other hotel. Do a panoramic of the beautiful green grass. Beautiful, almost sunny, a summer day. Just a few days away from summer. A beautiful spring day. There's a ski lift on the mountain right across from our hotel. Not operational right now unless you want to ski down grass. Another shot of our hotel for our first night. Very nice people, very nice hotel. Okay, the gondolas are running. I just heard some restaurants were up there.
Houses up there.
I found out that we're actually in Austria, Innsbruck, Austria.
That's farmhouses very often.
Late at night last night.
Also, normal residences.
Didn't realize we crossed the border.
We were mentioning that was in 1964. Whoa. And in 1976.
Winter Olympics.
So,
ski
Innsbruck
slopes.
is an Olympic city, and Innsbruck is one of the...
Up there is where they're going. It's the glacier, and it's a really tough climb. So we're not going to do it.
So we swing over to the left. This is a regional bus here. So we do have public transport in those remote valleys, but it's not that every 10 minutes a bus is taking you to Innsbruck. It's more every 2 hours or so. Oh. In the morning, the school buses, of course. The best... Interrupt myself. This is a ski jump. Believe it or not, this skiing architecture is a ski jump that was used also during the big competitions and the Olympics.
We had a lot of rain, and the first day that is
We're in Innsbruck right now, ready to take a tour.
That easiest a little bit to wait. So Peter said that nobody actually have to come alone back here to this place.
Imperial Gardens.
The summer holidays.
University buildings.
Of July, and they end the 15th of September, so 2 months of summer holidays, and the university even 3 months of summer holidays so they can work. And they donated us this stone. It was probably too heavy to take back with the aeroplane to China. They said, if we don't put the stone, we're not doing very well, so we had to put the long point of the town with the best sign anyway. Good morning, everybody.
The former Imperial Palace here in Innsbruck.
So this mountain chain is the border between Austria And German, if you go to the top side, place, then you can see the mountains to Germany on the other side. And the top restaurant, quite nice restaurant, overnight restaurant to the right.
Germany is on the other side of that peak.
Prince Joseph lived a long time to 1919. It was the end of the Habsburg Empire, of course.
This is the new music house.
In the town, most of the roads and motorways were built during his time. Now we are more or less a stagnation with the green sign in the government, on the bicycles and other things, and no airport. A wood carved statue, handmade door watcher or doorkeeper. Pressed his pen and he says, "Welcome to the Folk Museum." But he lost his voice years back, so he only can move his head for a moment. So he's greeted so many times. By oil and gas, which is quite expensive as well. Farmhouses are sometimes heated by the wood because they own forests themselves and sun collectors and the modern heating systems we don't have so much. Edinburgh, Germany, there were German kings, Roman emperors until Napoleon's time, and they were here in Innsbruck in 1665. Maximilian died in 1519, and his wish, he said, the ruler who doesn't make a monument like this for him and his family, that one you will forget very quickly, and therefore he did to advertise himself. One of the first best advertisers, actually. You go and look at this one here. You still come here and look at his too. There, 28 of these statues. He wanted to have much more and gilded ones, but lack of money always the family was as well.
These are the royal boxes for the church.
Most famous organs in the world, Georg Ebert from Ravensburg from Germany made this organ, and we have Innsbruck is an organ town as well. We have
12:30, something like that. What time did you have? What time?
A midget lived in this house, and then the windows are low, and then a giant lived in this house. This used to be a monastery, now it's a beer house.
And their duty was to go to service.
It's the palace. Danny Trainer, a man of many talents, weatherman, good man, photographer, tour guide, you name it. The golden roof. We're supposed to meet under here if we get lost. Sometimes people tell me to get lost, but that's another story. It's like a wedding venue. Lots of confetti on the ground. A bride, a groom, all the elements. This is the oldest restaurant in town. 1494.
Mozart on his way to Italy was here several times.
Mozart used to
Goethe on
be
his way
here.
to Italy, Heinrich Heine, all other German and Bavarian ones, but also John Glenn was here, 1969. Here. He was the one who circled around the Earth, and the other one landed on the moon.
Yes.
You remember, an American one. And if you would have stayed overnight here, your name would have been here, the moon.
Maria Trapp.
Maria Trapp, the Trapp family, relatives to them live in the Maria Theresia Road, for example. There is a house of Trapp, and the Sultan from Jakarta was the last one who stayed overnight here. I remember him at the Christmas market. Princesses from Thailand always come several times to Austria because Lauda Air crashed with the students from here in Bangkok years back, and since that time, but it's safe.
You can fit 100 people in there. Wow.
Scott.
Matthias, I didn't know that they are here actually. I didn't know who they were. I forgot them. Now I know who they were.
It's Saturday, so there's a lot of weddings going on. The saints look over you and protect you. Cake maker shop. Somebody's having good luck fishing out in the middle of nowhere in the air.
The city gate as well, and the new town came here in the 13th century.
The old town ends there.
Where the shopping mall is
New
today.
town starts here. Again, a nice view of the golden roof. Well, we just had a nice lunch with Gary Snyder and Cindy Snyder, and they're going to go up on that hill, but I wanted to show how nice the gold thing is shining this time of day, and they're going up there, but we're going to try to find an ATM. Okay, I'm going to do a nice panoramic here. Standing in the middle of the bridge by the river. A lot of people have the same idea, to get a good shot, and then up to the mountains with some nice highlights of the clouds and sun, and then down to the river again on the other side, and then I might as well do a 360. I'm almost there on a 360. Some construction over there, and okay, guy with pizza, and I think we've completed the 360. All right, we have some time to kill before our bus leaves, so we're hanging out by the river in a cafe, and you order by barcode or whatever they call it. It's called the Naked Indigo. I hope I'm focusing on that. But anyway, I just chill out here for a while. We're having some nice orange drinks. Oh, I think I see the thing going up the hill. I don't know if I'm focused in on it or not. It's hard to tell. There's a thing going up the hill right here, I believe. I believe that's the thing that Gary and Cindy were going on. We decided not to go, but it's a steep track. It kind of looks like a train. I think that's what they were going on. Beautiful scene here. There's a nice shot of the drink we're having. Very nice drink. Yeah, I see the train going up the mountain again. So I'm going to catch it on this stretch. After it gets through the trees, it's going to come out in this stretch right here. Okay, there it is. There it is, I got it.
So we're back to Germany. And it didn't even hurt, and it doesn't make a big difference. Huh? Because the landscape is the same, the language is the same, or at least similar.
Money's the same.
And both Germany and Austria are within the European Union. That means no border checks or controls or standing in lane, so that's very pleasant. Which is spelled I-S-A-R, Isar River. So cable car going up there, they built a new one 2-3 years ago. Are saying the one in Innsbruck is really bad because when they ski down before they lift off and jump, I don't know, close to 150 meters, that's really bad because down below in Innsbruck is the hospital. But this one is even worse because you know what is down below? The cemetery.
Oh,
The co-founder of the Poor Clarices, Saint Clair, was his colleague in Europe. The children are going to the zoo, or they're allowed, I remember we were allowed at elementary school to bring our animals, be it a cat or a dog or a guinea pig or something. The palace of Linderhofer, which is one of the 3 palaces that King Ludwig had built for himself. Total 6 kilometers, and the Passion Place indicated on those big signs. Yeah? Listen, did you realize what happened? Nothing terrible, but our colleague took the wrong turn. Poor him, doesn't matter, they turn around and come. Now it's us being first, okay? So that means, yeah, bravo Giovanni. That means we check in first, okay, which isn't really, it doesn't make a huge difference. We get rid of our suitcases. Bill will show up in a second on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, popping out of the landscape, the cupola of this monastery Ettal. Check-in procedure as always. Look, here it is. It's pretty massive on the right-hand side. Hotel is on the left-hand side. Here is the cloister garden behind the wall. So, this is it. It's pretty big, isn't it?
yes.
Quite surprising for such a little place. And the hotel is here on the left. Here to the left. Eccolo qua. And Giovanni pulls the bus in here. Check, yeah? Yeah. Check-in procedure as always.